Because you see, healthcare was what really galvanized this movement, because healthcare touches each and every person across this country. And I know that you and I and millions of Americans across this country do not want the government involved in decisions between our doctors and ourselves. That's right. And so that's why this movement has become what it has. And they passed that legislation, and they thought it was a big win, and we were all going to go away. Well, we haven't gone away, and we're not going away. You cannot watch any coverage on TV right now about this election cycle, about these midterm elections, without hearing the word Tea Party. And when they talk about Tea Party, they're talking about you and I, about us, because we are shaking up Washington. We're like a landscape company that's coming into Washington, D.C. and changing the political landscape. And I'm going to tell you, we've worked tirelessly this past year and a half to change these people's minds. We haven't been able to change their minds. So on Tuesday, we're going to change their faces. Now, we at the Tea Party Express believe that, you know, the time has come to put down these protest signs, pick up the campaign signs, and engage. And that's what we did this summer when we supported these conservative candidates across the country. And that's what we're doing here today to support John Racy for U.S. Senate. Because if we're truly going to affect change, we're going to do it at the ballot box. Just as all of us helped to elect Scott Brown to the U.S. Senate in January, John Racy and these other candidates across the country need our help right now. We're down to the last 3 days. We need to be out walking neighborhoods, hanging tags on doors, putting signs in yards. You know, on Tuesday, on election day, go grab 2 or 3 people, go stand at the street corner and hold up signs that say, go vote. Do everything you can to get the word out. When you go vote, take people with you. If you can shuttle people back and forth all day, do that. We also need people to volunteer to work the polls, to watch the polls. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the other side has an agenda. And if they cannot win these races on the issues, they will cheat, they will lie, they will steal, they will do everything they can to win. And you and I are the last line of defense. If not us, then who? So are you with me? You know, I can see November from this stage. That's right. And on Tuesday, we're going to take out the trash. God bless you all, and God bless America. Keep up the good work, because we're making history.
Amy, thank you. I'm still looking at this picture of Nancy Pelosi blowing in Charlie Wilson's ear. Is Bill Johnson going to make it? Yeah, he is. A bit serious here. Let's get even more serious, ladies and gentlemen. We talk a lot about politics and personalities and all that. I want to remember for this segment of our presentation the men and women who are defending our country in the armed forces of the United States. And to remember particularly a particular young man, representative of the courage and the character of the young people who serve in our military. I want to bring up Gold Star mom, Debbie Lee, the mother of Mark Lee, who gave his life in Iraq. Debbie.
Thank you so much. It's always hard when that happens then to speak. I'm very deeply touched by your show of support for my son and the sacrifice that he made. I'm very honored to have standing here with me today Sarah Palin's personal escort for the day. That's pretty good, huh? Benjamin Smith has been traveling with us, another Navy SEAL who has served this country, who's sacrificed and given so much, and when his commitment was over, he didn't say, I'm done. He said, I'm still willing to fight for our country. Thank you so much, Benjamin. this morning and you were grateful that you woke up in America with the freedoms that you have each and every day. You know, I think back to our founding fathers, and as they were birthing this nation, they all had a dream, they had a vision for what they wanted this country to be and what it was founded on. And as they prepared those documents, our Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, many of them lived loud for liberty with their lives. Many of them sacrificed their homes, some lost their jobs, some even lost their lives sacrificing for that dream of the freedoms that we have here in America. Through the years, there's been men and women in the military who have made sure that those freedoms that our founding fathers intended for us to have, and what this nation was to be, one nation under God, those freedoms are given to us by God, but it's our men and women in the military who continue to fight and make sure our government doesn't take them away from us. I'm the president of America's Mighty Warriors, which was founded in response to my son's last letter home. Mark's name means mighty warrior, and I'm sure once you hear his story, you will agree he definitely lived up to that name. But it's not just about Mark, it's about each and every one of you who have served. My oldest son, Christopher, served in the Marines, so I'm very proud of the Marines. Do we have any Marines out here? I can't hear you. My son-in-law, Christopher, served in the Army. Do we have any Army out there? Mark was in the Navy. Where's our Navy guys and gals? My brother today is in Afghanistan on his 7th deployment. He's in the Air Force. Where's our Air Force guys and gals? So as you can tell, there's not any branch of the military that I don't love and support. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for them and for their families. So it's my honor to stand here today and thank all of you who've served. If you raised your hand and served in the military, would you please stand up so we can give you a huge round of applause? Those are America's heroes. Those are the men and women that were willing to pay up to the cost of their life for the freedoms that we have. I have in my hand my ballot. I'm getting ready to send it back to Arizona. I have voted in the